New Mexico State University students Shania, Vasquez and Tailynn Nesbit are concerned about what Governor Susana Martinez's veto of higher education funding could mean for their studies and the cost of their tuition.
I mean, it's going to hurt my parents' pockets. So.
The biggest concern for me is tuition increase because I don't want to pay a lot.
According to the members of the New Mexico Council of University Presidents, Vasquez and Nesbit are just two of 133,000 registered students who could see their tuition triple because of the higher education funding veto. Nesbit says her finances were already spread thin.
Well, I have financial aid and I have Pell Grants and stuff, but I still have student loans that I'm going to have to pay after this, so...
So you're worried that your student loans are basically going to inflate?
Yeah. Yep. That's a big worry because I'm already drowning in them, so I don't want to pay more for what I've already done.
ASNMSU President Matt Bowes says he's fielding a lot of these student concerns. He says many see continuing at NMSU as too high risk.
There's a lot of students who, did their undergrad career here and have said, I'm not going to stay here to do my master's. It's just not a good situation right now with the school, and I think it's time for me to move on. Obviously, transfer students who are interested in transferring to New Mexico institutions are a little worried about what the future is. I'm in our current students.
Nesbit is scheduled to graduate with a bachelor's at the end of the semester. She wanted to continue her studies at NMSU in the Masters of Social Work program, but now she's not so sure.
I'm scared that the program I want to go won't be here anymore, so I don't know, we'll see about that.
New Mexico has seen a major budget shortfall in the wake of falling tax revenues from oil production in state, while Democrats push to shore up state finances with revenue increases such as tax hikes. Governor Susana Martinez has been vocally against any tax increases and has vetoed budget proposals, including them. State legislators answered questions at the ASNMSU forum regarding the threat to higher education funding. State Representative Bill McCamley was there, and he noted that other agencies and services that are funded through higher education now facing a loss of funding.
And there are actually further implications for the higher education system. So all small business development centers in the state are funded through higher education. So the governor killed all small business development centers. The Department of Agriculture is actually under New Mexico State University. So all of the assistance they give to farmers and value-added agriculture, inspections, help with irrigation, marketing things like pecans out of country, that all dies. Every county in the state has an extension office from New Mexico State to help with their agricultural issues. Those all go away. And for those people that are worried about healthcare, a lot of people go to UNM for chemotherapy. That's where the New Mexico Cancer Center is, under the UNM hospital. That would be critically hurt.
McCamley chairs the House Labor and Economic Development Committee. He's concerned the veto of education funding is going to discourage businesses looking to invest and do business in New Mexico.
It hurts all the communities. If I'm a business and I want to go to a place where I know I'm going to try to get an educated workforce, or I know there's going to be research coming out that I can take advantage of to grow a business, and the governor makes this decision to cut all the funds for higher ed, why would I go there? I wouldn't.
McCamley says legislators on both sides of the aisle are still working to broker a resolution with the governor, but there hasn't been much progress.
We've heard nothing from her. So negotiation's a two-step, right? And you can't really negotiate if there ain't no one else coming out for you on the dance floor.
As the standoff plays out, students like Shania Vasquez and Tailynn Nesbit are looking at their options elsewhere, in neighboring states.
Maybe like Arizona or Colorado.
I mean, anything's going to hurt us because we're going to have out-of-state tuition for anywhere out-of-state, and it's going to probably be about the same here if she raises it, so I don't know, it's a big mess.
The governor's vetoes could be overridden with support and votes from the House Republicans. The budget could also be renegotiated in a special legislative session. McCamley says the sooner a resolution can be reached, the better, though the long-term damage to the state may have already been done.
Our governor vetoed the entire higher education budget. Well, that's hurt our reputation probably for a decade, just those things happening. Because why are professors going to go to a university where the governor threatens to kill their funding? Why are students going to even register for classes if they're worried about the university not being there next year. Now, hopefully these things get resolved, but the uncertainty that is created really hurts the reputation of all the institutions of higher education in the state.
Legislators recently filed a lawsuit asking the New Mexico Supreme Court to nullify Governor Susana Martinez's vetoes of funding for higher education as well as other state funding allocations. If successful, higher education funding could be reinstated for the approaching fiscal year. For KRWG, I'm Simon Thompson.